Shri Matilal Sarkar.
Thank you, sir. Honorable Deputy Chairman. First of all, I congratulate my esteemed colleague, friend, Honorable Member Narayan Swamy ji for bringing the agricultural produce remuneration prices bill 2006 and for giving a scope for discussion on the affairs of agriculture as a whole. Sir, about many a time issues have been raised here in the House and discussions have also been held on the conditions of the farmers, on the affairs of agriculture, many a time. The thing that I like to refer is that our discussions have not yielded a sufficiently good result up till now. The reason is why the issue is coming to the House again and again. The reason is that we are not pursuing a correct agricultural policy. That I should mention first. If the agricultural policy is not correct, is not right, it may not yield good results. So what will be the agricultural policy? The agricultural policy should be so designed that the farmers should have land. Viable quantity of land should be given to each and every farmer. Viable means on the basis of which the farmer can take loan, the farmer can have a substantial income and he can return the loan, maintain the livelihood. But if we see what is the condition of land? About 66% of the farmers of our country are having land less than 1 hectare, or you may say less than 2 acres. This is the condition of the country. So if these 66% of farmers are not having even 1 acre of land, how their holding can be viable? The second point that will come in the policy, that they should have irrigation facilities. If we consider not only Punjab and Haryana, if we consider the whole of the country, only 40% of land has come under irrigation up till now, and 60% remaining due. We have spent 59 years of independence. They should have marketing facilities. The farmers should have the market to sell the agri-produce and at a remunerative prices. The policy should offer to the farmers the availability of seeds, pesticides, fertilizers at an affordable price. This has not been ensured as yet. The farmers should have the opportunity to take financial assistance from the financial institutes There is a great lacuna up till now. The farmers do not have the sufficient opportunity to get bank credit. They rush to the private money lenders and they get indebted. They get indebted and over head and years, and so they fail to remain in the field, in the land, and some of them go to commit suicide. Fair wages should be given to the agricultural laborers. Our agricultural policy should be like that. The agricultural laborers should have fair wages and other amenities, that homestead, medical facilities, education for children. All these facilities should be provided to the agricultural farmers or agricultural workers. If the agricultural workers do not have these facilities, how can they devote their labor for the farmer, for their... Sir, the 8th point that I should like to include in the agricultural policy, that is, all the farmers should be brought under crop insurance scheme, in which we are still lagging far behind. Sir, what is the agricultural scenario of the country? Population growth of the country is 1.8%, nearly 2%. And the annual average farm growth rate, it is 1.3%. That is, population is going ahead of agri-produce, rate of agri-produce. So, it is another reason that we cannot have the sufficient quantity of food. Sir, public investment in the agricultural sector is declining. We have seen in last budget also. The budgetary provision for agriculture, for irrigation, is I should not say it is not up to the mark. It is far less than required, than the requirement. Sir, agricultural production in the country is not steady. It is unstable. Production is unstable, and now for the last 4 to 5 years, production is diminishing, going down. Total production is going down. We are Sir, the farmers, a large number of farmers are withdrawing from their farming field, particularly the young ones. They cannot provide. They have no opportunity to devote themselves on the agricultural land. They are rushing to the cities. They are rushing to the urban areas. This is the scenario of the country. So, loss of farm jobs is one very important concern to be taken care of. People are increasingly gather in the cities for their livelihood. But sir,
a lot of names are there.
While
One thing, sir.
Mentioning this, that there is a trend
Working committee meeting.
for rushing towards the cities. There is a trend, but opposite to this, we find that in West Bengal, in Tripura, and in Kerala also, to some extent, the trend is opposite.
To continue for budget.
If you take the census, we see that the population of Bangalore is increasing like anything.
Yes.
But if you see the population of Kolkata, it is more or less at a stationary position. Because in the villages, there are the opportunities
wants to go.
for the farmers to stay there, to earn livelihood, to grow crops and to grow other vegetables and fishing and in all sectors. There are work possibility has been arranged there for them, and that is why the rush to the city has been arrested in Tripura, in West Bengal. For my state, I can say boldly. This message should be taken to all corners of the country. Sir, about the irrigation, I like to say, in these days of advancement of science and technology, we allow our farmers, we have kept for our farmers the only way to look at the open sky when it will rain, when water will come down, and then they will plow land. This is the, after 59 years of independence, and we have left the farmers to that stage. In Bengali, it is said, "Je Allah make the pani de."
That is after him, Manila, then you.
This is the situation till today.
Your subject, you speak.
When flood comes, it is overflooded. Our rivers get overflown. And the water goes down to the sea. We cannot catch it. We cannot catch it. What percentage of water we utilize? And when there is drought, we cannot give water to the land. We cannot give the farmer opportunity to lift water from the inside of the soil. We cannot afford them money for this purpose. They run to the banks, they run to the financial institutions. Nobody cares to help them. And finally, they rush to the moneylenders, private moneylenders, for boring one tube well for getting water. And excess of water go waste. Why we cannot catch this water? Why we cannot revert their flow to go across the field, across the agriculture? Why can we not do this up till now? Are we short of engineers? Have we not a good number of scientists in agriculture scientists? Why we cannot do this? This is the lacuna in the planning. Because we do not dare to do so. This can be done. We do not know that this can be done. What we have seen in China, there is the river Huanghe. Lots of people died every year. Now that Huanghe river is a blessing for the China. They have made. But we cannot control Brahmaputra, we cannot control Ganges, we cannot control Jamuna, Saraswati, Godavari, we cannot control, we cannot utilize that water. If sufficient attention is not given to this direction for irrigation, without irrigation there can be no agriculture. Without irrigation there can be no agriculture. So, sir, this year what we have seen, the drought-prone areas are flooded. This year, the peculiar situation, drought-prone water, drought-prone areas, states got flooded by water, and the areas which are generally where the rainfall is plenty, generally. Every year, where there is rainfall plenty, northeast, Assam, Bengal, Bihar. This year, for them there is no water. There is no rainfall. there the deficiency of rainfall is calculated by someone to be about 20% deficiency in rainfall in those areas where generally every year sufficient rainfall occurs. But this year that was not the situation. Sir, about the procurement, my good friend Arjun Sengupta has mentioned. What is the procurement policy? I do not know. Also, along with the procurement policy, there is a question of minimum support price. Both are interconnected. Generally, in Haryana and Punjab, their procurement is made. But there are states also where the production in agriculture is not much less. Bihar, UP, Odisha, Andhra, Assam, no procurement. So there the cultivators are forced to distress it. They have been compelled to take part of distress sale because there is none to purchase there is no the government, there is no public agency to purchase their crops. Sir, the agricultural sector is a sector which provides largest opportunity of works till now, because industrial development has not taken place all over the country uniformly. Even in many states, if we speak of the work opportunities are confined in the agricultural sector. 60% of the workforce of today are engaged in agriculture. But there we see that their work possibility, the opportunity of work is lessened because of this distress condition of the farmers. Sir, though our farmers produce crops, vegetables and other produces, but when they bring their produces to the markets, they see that there is a competition. There is a competition in the market. What competition? Competition is that our government is pursuing from the period of NDA government, pursuing a policy where there is no restriction on import. There is no quantitative restriction on import. That is why the paddy is coming, rice is coming, tea is coming from abroad, milk is coming from abroad. All these are the producers of the farmers. So this outsourcing into our markets for a policy of liberalization, it is another cause why our farmers do not get the actual price of their hard labor. They cannot sell this. So what is the market policy for the farmers? What we have where to get made open to them? I would like to know from the agriculture minister. What scope we have left for them as regards the market policy?
नहीं बोल दिए ही
Sir.
नहीं लेंगे तो सब लोग चले गए. It will not be fair
तो
to
2-3-4 लोग जो हों उनको ले लीजिए.
नहीं वो
What you see,
ठीक नहीं होगा. मंडे कर
the farmers for this policy of liberalization,
वो एक ले लेंगे.
the subsidy from the fertilizers,
बोल दिए हैं.
subsidy from inputs, subsidy from seeds, subsidy from pesticides either withdrawn or it had been tremendously reduced. So the farmers are compelled to spend more for their agricultural purposes. They are compelled to spend more, but in return, the prices of the crops are falling down. The prices of their producers are falling down. So there is the double punishment for them. One, they are to spend more. The second is, the prices are falling down. So where will the farmers stand? About the minimum support price, sir. How is the minimum support price be calculated? How will the minimum support price will be calculated? Our government claims that we have increased minimum support price by rupees 50 per quintal or like that. We see that even this UPA government also, it is true that in comparison to other governments, previous governments, the UPA government is giving a better MSP, minimum support price. I must thank for this. But the thing is that how you are calculating this minimum support price? What will they? What are the criteria that has to be followed? For example, sir, the cost of production should be calculated first. What is the cost of production? Cost of production must include labor charge. So what is labor charge? How we can, in our state of Tripura, for an agricultural laborer, we are to pay per day rupees 125 to 150. So if you have to calculate the minimum support price, you have to include that amount for the farmer, because the 3 to 4 members of the farmer, a farmer family, their husband, wife and sons, daughters, all are working in the field. So at least you have to calculate 3 labor charges. If you do not calculate 3 labor charges, then he will not be able to overcome the cost. So the labor charges, and it varies from region to region, from state to state. Second thing is the irrigation cost. In our state, we are not charging irrigation cost. But in many other states, there is irrigation cost. And irrigation cost also will vary from state to state. Irrigation, why is it? It is the organized irrigation that you are from the public, from the government pump or the lift irrigation or deep tubewell, all this. And if there is no scope, how do the farmers irrigate their land? What is necessary? They will irrigate the land by the traditional methods, traditional process, and that is more costly, most costlier, sir, than the transport cost. He is to take their produces from house to the market. There is a transport cost also should be calculated. And about the seeds, if the government cannot provide them seeds, then they will go to the private shops for taking seeds, for taking pesticides, for taking fertilizers, and that will cost hugely. That will be huge cost, and these should be taken. All these should be taken while calculating the cost of production, and the MSP must exceed the cost of production sufficiently, substantially, and it must exceed the cost of production. But up till now, many there are many researches in this line I've seen. That up till this now, the
Please conclude, Mr. Manju.
cost of production is not calculated in the right way, and that is why minimum support price so far has remained below the cost of production. Has remained so far below the cost of production. That is another reason that the farmers are subjected to distress sale. Sir, about last point that I am looking about the financial assistance to the farmers. The banks, the other financial institutes, they do not come forward everywhere. Somewhere that may be, but everywhere they do not come forward to offer credit to the farmers. What is the mechanism the government is having for them? Any intermediary agency is there? Any coordinating body is there who will work for the farmer to get bank loans? There are so many paraphernalia, so many procedures. The farmers cannot go to the doors of the banks, not to speak of getting loan. I am speaking of the ordinary farmer. There may be some rich farmer, zamindars, there may be, they get loan, no doubt. But the ordinary farmers, they don't get. And that is why they rush to the doors of the moneylenders. Moneylenders are World Bank for them. For the poor farmers, moneylenders are the World Bank. So, sir, these concerns should be taken. Finally, I should, only one point I will touch for the honorable member, he is not here. In his bill, he has mentioned that there should be 5 members to be appointed by the central government, but it has not been characterized. Who will be those 5 members? And 3 members from the farmers from 4 zones. 4 regions, there will be 3 members. How it can be? At least 4 regions, 4 members, there should be. And finally, he has mentioned that the headquarters should be at Pondicherry. I do not know how he selected this place.
He is not there to answer.
Yes, I think he is hearing me. He is hearing from wherever it is. I think only one thing is required. The chairman should be Narayan Swamy. This is not written. And up to Pondicherry he has come. And some gap is there. I try to fill it up. The chairman should be Mr. Narayan Swamy. With this, I conclude. Thank you, sir.